channel, welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing a monthly reset video, the October version. If you guys haven't seen my last monthly reset video, I'll definitely link it down below. So basically in this little monthly series, I'm going to be talking about my goals for the month, as well as some favorites, and then just like kind of a quick little catch up. So in last month's video, I only talked about my goals and what I wanted to accomplish for that month. So in October's video, I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorites. I'm gonna go over my September goals and if I achieved them, and then I'm gonna share with you guys my October ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into my September favorites first. I didn't have a ton, and most of them are beauty. So the first one is this perfume by Elorea. This is in the scent Heaven. This is actually a Korean perfume, and their flagship store actually just opened up in Soho. I think it was in July, and this perfume just smells so good. I'm very like sentimental when it comes to scents, and I don't know, this one just kind of reminds me of the summer. I was hanging out with my boyfriend that day and he actually bought me this fragrance, and it just smells so good and just makes me feel so happy, and I've been using it a lot recently. I like to spray this on before I go to the gym or when I run errands, just because it's a very like feminine, just soft fragrance, and it just smells so good. The next thing I have is this eyeshadow by Urban Decay. This eyeshadow went viral, I think a few months ago or maybe even last year. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Space Cowboy. And I wasn't going to purchase this because I have a eyeshadow in my Alicia Glitterpedia palette. But my friend was wearing this and it was so sparkly, and I was like, I think I need it. So I ended up buying it and I absolutely love it. It's like a little glitter topper, but I wear it by itself and I love it so much. The next thing I have are these Byredo hand creams. I have a few of these. My friend has given me all of them, and these are probably the best hand creams that I've tried. I've tried a ton of like cheaper ones, and these are like kind of my first higher end hand creams, and they are so moisturizing. I've been trying to be very diligent about keeping my hands moisturized with my nails, and then also I feel like one of the first signs of aging is your hands, and I'm very scared to have old hands, so I would moisturize them like crazy, and these are just so good. And my last favorite would have to be my computer that I got for my birthday. It has been so much easier to edit and just plan out content. I was so frustrated with my old MacBook, and with this one, it shows so much faster, so much easier, and I actually do enjoy, again, sitting down to edit, because that's one of the reasons why I got into YouTube. I loved the whole editing aspect, so happy with this computer. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of my goals for September. So some personal goals were health, like closing out my rings, hitting my daily 10K steps, sleeping by 10:30. So as far as my fitness goals, I did work out between 3 times a week, but towards the end of September, I definitely got really lazy. I was very unmotivated, and I wasn't really closing my Apple Watch rings. Some days I didn't even put it on, so I definitely did not stick with that. And some days I was hitting 10,000 steps, but most days I was just below it, so maybe like 7,000, 8,000, so definitely did not do that. As far as sleeping by 10, I started drinking coffee towards the end of the month, and I would drink it earlier on in the day, and it would kind of keep me wired, so I had a very hard time falling asleep. So even though I would lay in bed by 10, I wouldn't fall asleep until like 11 or 12, just because I just had coffee for the day. So I think I probably will still drink coffee, but I just have to kind of figure out my sleeping schedule a little bit better. Okay, so I did not get any fast food or smoothies, so I didn't get Sweet Green or Juice Generation. And then I also put no buying coffee or energy drinks. I did buy any energy drinks, but I did buy coffee. I think it was twice without my Starbucks gift card. Actually 2 or 3 times. And most of the time it was getting it for someone else, but I did buy coffee. And then Amazon, I kind of broke this rule a little bit, only because I did have an Amazon gift card, so I didn't actually spend any of like my own money on Amazon, but I did use the gift card. No buying clothes, I broke that one too. I only bought one thing, which was actually this top. I recently just went through my closet and I did not have any long sleeve tops, so I was like, let me just buy this. I could have waited, but I did break that. So as far as my personal goals, I feel like I didn't really do a good job. I definitely could have been more disciplined, and that's one thing I really need to work on, is discipline. So yeah, as far as work, I feel like I was really good with this, uploading 1 to 2 times a week and being consistent. I feel like for September, I was really consistent with YouTube, and as well as like uploading YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, and TikTok. So I feel like with work, I was very consistent. So I give myself 5 stars for that area. And then saving, I put $750, and I did actually save. I saved $775, I believe. So I did hit my savings goal for this month. So overall, I feel like work and money was pretty good. As far as like health and budgeting, wasn't the best. So now onto my October goals. So I'm going to start out with fitness. So my first goal is to drink 4 of my 32-ounce water bottle. So drink it 4 times. Towards the end of September, I was not drinking any water, so I really need to up my water game. My next goal is 8 to 10,000 steps. I'm going to be a little bit lenient on this because some days I just don't walk a lot. I don't go outside that much unless I'm going to the gym. It's going to be getting colder. I don't know if I'm going to be walking outside a ton, so that's why I just put 8 to 10,000. So as long as I am active, I think that's okay. My next goal is to work out 5 times a week for 45 minutes. Like I said, I was slacking probably the end of September. I definitely think if I would have worked harder, I could have lost like another pound or 2. I will say I've been consistent, which is really good. I'm glad that I'm not regaining weight that I've lost, so happy about that. But just staying more active, whether it's doing a workout like at home or going to the gym, I need to make sure that I actually do go and I don't make excuses for myself. The next thing is I want to get back into meal prepping. When I first started my weight loss journey, I was meal prepping. I was eating meal prep, I think 4 to 5 times a week, so definitely Monday through Friday. And I feel like that really helps me stay consistent because I knew exactly what I was eating. I knew the exact calories, and it didn't really give me any leeway to like eat out. So I think I want to start doing that again for at least 4 to 5 times. So Monday to Friday. Usually when I'm working, I like to have a bigger meal at night because I don't really eat during the day. But I think that having like my lunch, my dinner, and sometimes breakfast planned out will be very helpful. Okay, so my next goal is low to no sugar. September, I had so many snacks, so much candy, and it really took a toll on like my skin and I think also my energy. So I don't think I could ever cut out like sugar completely. I did it for keto, but it was kind of hard. And just like when you're cooking and stuff, sometimes it's hard to not have certain sugar in there. But I definitely think I want to do like a very low sugar. When it's snacks, maybe just like low sugar. But definitely like no candy. I'm trying to do like no chocolate. That's gonna be hard, but we're gonna try. And my last fitness goal is to do 2 to 3 drinks or a dry October. I feel like I could do a dry October, but I might limit myself to 2 to 3 drinks. I feel like towards the end of September, I did drink a lot. We ended up going to a wedding and then just like hanging out with like different people. We just end up having a drink, and it's just not something that I want to start doing consistently again because I can totally see a difference in my face and my body when I drink more. So I think for October, if I'm not going to do dry, I'm going to limit myself to 2 to 3 drinks when we go out. And it's very hard sometimes with social occasions, but I'm going to try to be strong with that one. Okay, so now moving on to more job related goals. My first one is to post a vlog slash video every single day. I am trying to participate in Vlogtober. This is going to be my first time, and I really want to be consistent with it. So on days that vlogs are not going up, I want to put up like sit down videos. So my plan is to film like some sit down videos on one day and then just schedule them to go up on days that I can't have vlogs go up. So that is going to be, I'm going to try really hard to upload every single day for October. Next is 8 to 10 reels or IG shorts or TikToks. I feel like I did pretty good with the IG shorts and the reels last month. I feel like it's helping me create like more content on the spot and trying to be a little bit more creative, and I find that it can kind of help bring in new viewers. So I think I'm going to do that, just focus more on like making reels or like taking clips from my videos and putting them on reels or whatever. So 8 to 10 reels, and then also to be more active on Instagram. So my reels tab is fine, but I don't really have any just regular pictures, so I think I'm going to start shooting more stuff and uploading it to my actual Instagram. I archived a lot of stuff, so I think I might just like mass upload one day to kind of curate my feed, but I definitely need to do that. Okay, so those are pretty much my goals for this month. Now on to budgeting. So my first thing is Amazon, and I guess these two things are gonna kind of be intertwined. So Amazon, and then there's clothes, makeup, etc. Just like, I don't know, just like, I guess, okay, I'm gonna change this. It's gonna be wants instead of just anything. So my first budget is for $100 on Amazon. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's going to be Prime Day and there are certain things that I want to buy. So some like camera stuff. So I want to give myself $100 on Amazon so that way I can shop through Prime Day. And then I'm going to give myself a $100 budget for wants. So like clothes, makeup, just like etc. Stuff that I don't need but stuff that I want. So I'm gonna give myself $100 on that. Last month I didn't give myself a budget, and I don't feel like I spent a lot, but I felt like there were some purchases that weren't needed. Like for example, I bought new makeup and I ended up spending like $150. I bought new AirPods, which I actually am going to return. But even though I got them on sale, I wasn't planning on buying them. So for example, moving on into October, say if there's like a tech item I want to budget it into my Amazon budget or my wants budget, and I can kind of combine them. Not sure if that makes any sense, but in my head it does, so I'm gonna do that. The next thing is I'm going to give myself $30, maybe $30 to $40 on coffee and like outside drinks. This includes pastries. So I recently just purchased a bunch of Nespresso pods, and you guys know I have my own to-go cups. So if I want to just bring coffee somewhere, that's going to be really easy. I feel like I spend between $30 to $60 on Nespresso pods, and I buy those like every 2 to 3 months. So that will definitely help me not buy coffee out as often, but there are some times where I go out and I meet someone for coffee. So I want to give myself that $30 to $40 budget for coffee, pastries. This doesn't include like restaurants, going out to eat. I didn't give myself a budget or like a goal to not eat out this month, but I think just that $30 to $40 would be like for coffee, pastries, like chai lattes, whatever. And then my last thing is to save another $750 for this month. We did bump our trip up a week, so I might try to save a little bit extra next month, which I think I'm going to have to budget very hard for next month as well, just because with Christmas and everything and Black Friday, but that is next month's topic. And I think another personal goal for me is to definitely be more disciplined. I want to try to find some books on discipline, and I know it sounds like a very easy, like, why can't you just be more disciplined? Sometimes I don't know why, so I want to try to read some books that can help me with discipline, because I feel like if I'm more disciplined, it will definitely help me in so many aspects of my life. So like finances, work, friendship, just whatever. So that is a personal goal for me, to be more disciplined and diligent in certain areas. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of this month's reset video. Please let me know what your goals are for this month. And if you guys achieve your last month's goals, I would love to hear. So I'll talk to you guys next time.